Welcome to this Tuesday edition of Eagles 360 presented by Xfinity. It took a giant turnaround on both sides of the ball for the Eagles to get the come-from-behind win on Sunday. Defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz said that it all started with the two leaders of that unit in Fletcher and Malcolm Jenkins.
He's a good all-around player. I don't know that we could have won that game without having a guy like Malcolm Jenkins. Number one, that has the flexibility to move to different positions. But number two, the athletic ability to do it. It's easier said than done. It's not just knowing what to do. But, you know, we were corner challenged. I mean, that's pretty well documented. And then we had an injury in the game, and he had to go in and get us through that. And not only got us through it, but we played at a high level with him in there. So he was certainly a key part of that turnaround from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. I can't say enough about how Fletch was not only playing at a high level, but he was playing with the kind of toughness and leadership that you expect from a guy like that, and that had a lot to do with our ability to come out on the winning side of that. You know, probably the two biggest keys in that game were Fletch and Malcolm, and when you're faced with the adversity we were faced with, you always want to rely on your veteran, marquee players, and those two guys came through for us.
It was 3rd and 4 in the fourth quarter. Giants had the ball at the 11-yard line. Everyone in Lincoln Financial Field knew that the ball was going to wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., but Cravon LeBlanc was there to help force the incomplete pass. LeBlanc hasn't been on the team for a month, yet Jim Schwartz loves the mentality that he's bringing to the defense.
Yeah, he came up with the plays when he needed. He's got some experience. He's played some nickel in the past. He played for a pretty good Chicago defense last year. He played nickel pretty much the whole season. So he does have a little bit of experience. That mitigates not being with us in training camp, maybe as much. He's been with a couple different teams. I think he's been with 3 different teams. So concepts aren't new to him. It's just terminology. But the demeanor you want from a corner and toughness, and just, determination, scrappiness, being able to put a bad play behind him. He exhibited all those things. I mean, I think it's fairly safe to say that everybody in the stadium knew that they were going to Odell Beckham on 3rd down and 7, and he was up for the challenge.
Washington lost quarterback Alex Smith to a gruesome season-ending leg injury, but they're still playing to contend with as the offense runs through Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, he's still strong as can be. He's got great vision. He's one of those guys that even if you get a first hat on him, he still has enough to churn positive yards. He's become a really important part of Washington's offense, and he's just one of those guys that just sort of zone block it. He can get on one edge and power through guys. Some guys get older, they lose a little speed. I don't know if he has. But he hasn't lost any of the power that he's had in the past, and he certainly hasn't lost his vision. Those are the things that carry him.
As for the Eagles' run game, Josh Adams has emerged as the lead back following a 22-carry, 84-yard performance against the Giants. Offensive coordinator Mike Groh explains how Adams has taken the reins.
He's just been kind of coming on and making really good progress each and every week, and I think earning everybody's trust with the way he's handled everything that he's been asked to do. And we've gotten a lot of production out of him when he's been in there. He's done a good job.
Quarterback Carson Wentz bounced back from the worst performance of his career to guiding the Eagles to the comeback win against the Giants. It was a confidence boost, no doubt, says the Eagles offensive coordinator.
Well, I'm sure it gives him a lot of confidence. To be able to bring the team back like he did the other day, and really as an entire offense, gives everybody a lot of confidence to go and finish the game and beat the Giants and division win at home and create another opportunity for ourselves this week.
Washington has lost 2 straight games, but remains tied for first place in the NFC East thanks to an efficient offense and a defense that loves to take away the football. Groh offers a scouting report.
Their front 7 is outstanding. As good a front 3 or 4. The D line that they have is excellent. They're strong at the point of attack. They got excellent lateral quickness. They can get on the edge and push the pocket in the middle. Both those guys on the perimeter, Kerrigan and Smith, they can collapse the pocket outside, and then they have an elaborate blitz package, and you know, they've been in this defense for a number of years now. These guys play well together.
All right, let's check out what's coming up on the menu presented by Amoroso's. You'll want to make sure to check out Tape Study as Deuce Staley breaks down the All-22 from Josh Adams' outstanding performance in the win over the Giants. Staley and the rest of the assistant coaches will be available to the media on Wednesday. We'll have a complete recap for you in the evening on Eagles 360 presented by Xfinity. Until then, I'm Chris McPherson wishing you all a great Eagles night.